There are 6 big mistakes that you could be making with your KiwiSaver. KiwiSaver is a great way to save and plan for retirement, but only if it's set up in the correct way and you avoid making these big mistakes. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 6 common mistakes that everyday Kiwis are making with their KiwiSaver and how to fix them. By fixing them, you can plan for your retirement in a much more strategic way, and it may enable you to retire more comfortably. As always, feel free to skip around the timestamps to save time. And just a side note that this is general advice only, not individual advice. Please seek individual advice for your unique situation from a qualified financial advisor. With that being said, let's get into it. So number 1 is not being in the right fund. I cannot stress enough how crucial it is to make sure that you're in the right fund for your age, your stage in life, your goals, and also your risk tolerance. When somebody first joins KiwiSaver and enrolls, they're automatically put into a default fund if they do not select a fund, and this is usually a balanced fund. While there's nothing wrong with a balanced fund, this may not be the right choice for everybody. For example, for myself, I'm young and I'm not planning to withdraw my KiwiSaver for my first home as I've already purchased a home. My goal with my KiwiSaver is to save for my retirement, which won't be for another 30 years or so, and I also have quite a high risk tolerance. Therefore, for myself personally, a balanced fund is not suitable, and I actually have my KiwiSaver in an aggressive fund at the moment. Your fund choice plays an important role in determining how much funds you actually have when your retirement rolls around. If you have a look at this table here, you can see a comparison between the different funds and how much someone could potentially end up with at their retirement, depending on the fund type that they're in. It's important that your fund type matches your goals, your time frame, and your stage in life, as well as your risk tolerance. Number 2 is not being with the right provider. There are loads of KiwiSaver providers out there now, and it seems like a new one comes along every other year. Not all KiwiSaver providers are created equal, so it is important that you do your research to select a provider that is right for you. So how exactly do you choose a good fund provider? Some of the things to look at when you're looking at different fund providers are: what are the kind of funds that are on offer? What are they investing in? And are they investing ethically? What are the sort of returns that the funds are generating? And also look at what kind of fees the fund providers are charging. Something that I also look at, which may be important to some people but may not be important to others, is what is the platform like? Is it easy to use? And also, do they potentially offer an app as well? The next key mistake is ignoring fees. Not all KiwiSaver providers charge the same fees, so it is something that should be taken into consideration when choosing a provider, but this shouldn't be the only consideration. Most KiwiSaver providers will charge an annual fee as well as a fund management fee. Usually, the higher the risk in terms of fund type, the higher the fee that is charged for the fund management. So basically, an aggressive fund type would have a slightly higher fund management fee than a conservative fund would have. There are a few really great KiwiSaver providers out there now that offer really low fees, so make sure that you do take some time to do some research around the different providers and the fees that they're charging. The next common mistake is not making the right amount of contributions. I see so many people making just the minimum contribution, which is currently 3%. And when they've sat down and done a review of their KiwiSaver, they've found that they're not going to meet their retirement goals. This is something that should be worked out and reviewed at least annually, if not quarterly. By regularly reviewing, it ensures that you're on track to meet your retirement goals. There are loads of free KiwiSaver calculators available online now that you can just play around with and change the different scenarios, change your level of contributions to see how much you may end up with at retirement. You need to sit down and work out what your retirement goal is and how much money you're wanting to have, and also work out how much you're going to need each week from your age of retirement onwards to determine how much you need to start saving to meet these goals. If you know what your end goal is and how much you're needing to have in your KiwiSaver, then you can work backwards to work out what your contributions should be now. You may also be leaving free money on the table by way of the government contribution. At the moment, every year, if you're eligible, the government contributes 50 cents for every dollar that you put in, up to a maximum of $521.43. So you need to make sure that you're putting in at least $1,043 approximately every year to get this free money from the government. You can make extra voluntary contributions to your KiwiSaver at any time, and you could also set these up to be regular, ongoing voluntary contributions, which will help grow your KiwiSaver faster. The next common KiwiSaver mistake is not maxing your employer contributions. I've seen a few people who have been contributing 3% to their KiwiSaver, but their employer actually will match up to 4%, and I've actually seen one case where the employer matches up to 8%. By not matching your employer's maximum contribution, you are literally leaving free money on the table. By maxing out your employer's highest contribution amount, you could set yourself up for a much more comfortable retirement, and it could be the difference between hundreds of thousands of dollars in savings down the line. Find out what your employer's maximum contribution amount is and make sure that you're at least matching that. The next common mistake is not regularly reviewing your KiwiSaver. I can't stress this enough, you need to regularly review your KiwiSaver. It is crucial to your financial success that you regularly review your KiwiSaver so that you know exactly where it's sitting currently and that you're on track to meet your retirement goals. It's also important to review and make sure that you're still in the right fund type for your age and stage in life as well. For me personally, what I do is usually review twice a year. First of all, at my mid-year financial health check that I do, and then again at the end of the year. Also, with being self-employed, I usually do a quick check-in around April to make sure I've made the right amount of contributions or that I'm on track to make the right amount of contributions to get that free government money. Doing it in April gives me enough time to plan and prepare if I do need to make a few extra voluntary contributions to reach the right level. I truly believe that by taking the time to ensure that your KiwiSaver is set up correctly for you, that you're with a good provider and you're in the right fund type, you can truly make a difference to how your life is going to look at retirement. If you'd like a free KiwiSaver consultation or review, feel free to get in touch and we can book in a quick half-an-hour chat to make sure that your KiwiSaver is set up correctly for you and for your goals. You can get in touch with me via my email address or just comment down below. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.